Yo, what's good? So in my last video, I talked to you guys about the things that you really don't need and items that musicians and songwriters tend to waste their money on. But today, we want to talk about the things that you definitely should spend your money on and the things you absolutely should invest in. So if you're ready to work, let's get it. Okay, before we dive into this video, let me know, are you guys working on anything new? Do you have any music I should check out? If so, like this video, and in the comments, I want you to drop a link of one of your songs. Hey, one of your songs, and I'll check them out. So we're gonna handle that first. Now, let's get into these tips. As a songwriter, as a musician, one of the things that you definitely need to make sure that you invest in is the heart. You're like, what, Sarge? Yes, the heart. And when I say the heart, what I'm referring to is having a solid computer, laptop, desktop, some good storage memory, and a good interface. These things are what I consider the heart, the life's blood. You can't go anywhere else without these things. And listen, you can have a really dope microphone, an expensive microphone. You could have a really good studio monitors with a nice MIDI keyboard, all the lighting and posters and all that stuff. You can have the whole get up. If you have a computer that runs super slow and can't handle the things that you're asking it to do, it's gonna slow down your productivity, which ultimately is gonna affect your creativity. If you do not have a reliable computer or flash drive, listen guys, do we really want to get into a conversation about trusting technology? About how many times your phone has started acting buggy, or times that your computer might crash, or you log in and memory's gone, or you need to delete things to be able to give room for memory? Hey. All right, crazy thing. Power went out, and if that's not a great example of what I mean by you just can't trust technology like that, I don't know a greater example than what just happened, right? So make sure that you have a solid computer that you can trust. Make sure you have some legitimate storage memory so you can have your important videos, important documents, important WAV files, MP3s, covers, press releases, EPKs, all that stuff, so you never lose it. You do not want to lose it. And of course, I mentioned the interface. You want to have a solid interface. And honestly, in this day and age, you can get a respectable interface at your price, something that you can actually afford. The next thing that you should absolutely make sure that you invest in, and there is no question on this one, is mixing and mastering. Now, for those of you that know how to mix and master, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everyone else that cannot mix and master well enough to where you feel confident enough to release your music to your own, your own mixing and your own engineering, right? This is super important. I don't care how fire your album cover is, how nice the write-up is, how good of an interview you did when you were talking about that song. If your music doesn't sound good, I'm sorry, that's the end of the discussion. Because that's why we're doing what we're doing. That's why you're creating content, why you're trying to make sure your profile looks nice, why you're trying to make sure your bio is all set up and you have merch and all this other stuff. It's not a setup, but you're prepping yourself to bring attention to yourself, so when people listen, they can go, oh, yo, his music lines up with his brand. Oh, her? Yeah, like her music, definitely groundbreaking, lines up with her brand. And let's be honest, I don't mean that your mixing and mastering has to be, Grammy level. I'm not talking about that. But it needs to be good enough to where if I play your song in my car or on some regular generic headphones, it sounds good. It's not harsh on my ears. Vocals aren't super loud, or instruments in the beat aren't super low, or there are random sounds in the background. There's static, there's harshness, all that other stuff. Make sure that your mixing and your mastering is good before you release the record. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be solid. Okay, and the last one I'm gonna give you guys today in regards to the topic of things that you should invest in, that you should be spending your money on, and this one's a little tricky: marketing. Now, I have this look on my face when I say marketing, and the reason why I say it's tricky because there are so many people telling artists like you and me and others that the reason why our career is failing is because of marketing. And a part of that is true. A part of that is true. But what frustrates me normally is they don't even tell you what marketing is. They don't tell you elements of marketing. So I'm gonna make sure that I do that. When I say that you need to invest money into marketing, I have a few examples of that. One that comes to mind is running Facebook ads, running Instagram ads. Another is taking on interviews to talk about your new single, your new EP, your new album, mixtape, whatever it is, new music video. Another form of marketing or promotion is having some really dope merchandise or using your social media pages. That is a form of marketing. Where most artists get in trouble is using social media solely as their marketing plan, as their promotion plan, and that is not the only thing that you can do. And then I would even add maybe interviews or hitting up college radio stations with your new single, with your new music, because they're always looking for new music. So those are different elements of marketing that you definitely need to make sure that you have money on the side for. Once you've taken care of the simple stuff, you've written the song, you've recorded to it, the mix and mastering sounds good. Now you have to make sure that you can invest money in and push your music and your content out to these other outlets and these platforms. And side note, if you have a group of friends, just say 4 or 5 people, and you guys all do music, you could be a street team. What's a street team? A street team is a group of people of when an artist or a band or a singer is about to release new music, the rest of the people are out promoting it. So let's say you're in my group and you're releasing a new song, then the other 4 of us in the group, we're gonna take your album cover and post it on our social media, throw it in our stories, maybe wear a t-shirt from your merch. Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to be recording a video. I'm just gonna take that into account. Apparently something that I need to add on my list as far as things I need to invest in is finding a new area to live. So those are the 3 things I want you guys to focus on. Making sure that you have solid equipment, make sure you have solid mixing and mastering, and obviously having places that you can promote your content. And I even have a video about promotion strategies that you can use to push your music. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If you thought so, go ahead and hit that like button, then hit that subscribe and the bell so you guys get notified whenever I drop a new video. And also, if there's anything you want me to talk about, drop it in the comments and I will get to that ASAP. Hope you guys enjoy your week. Salutes to that.